Good morning, class. Today's topic is Animal Kingdom, Part 2, and it is about the chordates. Means those animals, those have vertebral column in their life cycle. So, again, look at this picture. You can find all chordates here, including the hemichordates and all the vertebrates. So, the hemichordates is that phylum which is a link, a connecting link between the non-chordates and chordates. Your last phylum was the echinodermates, and after the echinodermates and the chordates, true chordates, there is a link. Few animals, they are known as the hemichordates. So, a phylum that is a link between the non-chordates and chordates are known as the hemichordates. Hemichordates are basically worm-like, exclusively marine organ-level animals with the triploblastic. Means they are worm-like, exclusively they are found in the sea water. The body organization is the organ level, and the embryo is developed with the triploblastic germ layer. The body of these worms are divided into the proboscis, the upper part, then collar and the trunk, and the respiration is with the help of the gills. Gills are here for the purpose of respiration. Circulation is of the open type, means no fusion of the two blood vessels. So, excretory system is the proboscis gland. There is a type of the gland is present, that is known as the proboscis gland, responsible for the excretion. They are the unisexual, fertilization external, development indirect, means with the help of the larva. Example of these hemichordates are the balanoglosses, sacoglosses, etc. These glosses are coming under the hemichordates. This is the picture of balanoglosses. You can see it is in 1 centimeter long only. Now, after the hemichordates, the phylum Chordata is started. That animal possessing notochord, means a cord-like structure, either throughout the life or during the early embryonic life. Either notochord is present in the early embryonic stage or sometimes throughout the life. The notochord is stiff and flexible also at a rod that lying the ventral to nerves. Means they are lying in the ventral area to a nerve-like structure, and it is a very flexible, the notochord. Such animals that coming under the phylum chordates are triploblastic in nature. All are triploblastic. Development through the 3 germ layer. They are true coelomates. The coeloms are there. Bilateral symmetrical body, means if we are going to cut the body with the equal half, the post-anal tail is also present, and circulation is of closed type, means there is an organ that name responsible for the blood circulation, for the pumping of the blood. So, closed type of circulatory system is present. There is a nerve cord. A nerve cord is present. It is in a dorsal hollow, means it is present on the dorsal surface and it is a totally hollow. The paired pharyngeal gill slit is also present in some cases. Gills are responsible for the respiration. So, paired pharyngeals, means near about the pharynx area. The gill slit is present, and the 3 subdivision, the 3 subphylum is of the phylum Chordata. One is the urochordates, which is also known as the tunicata. Another is the cephalochordates, and third one is the vertebrata. So, there are the 3 subphylum of the chordates: urochordates or tunicata, cephalochordates and vertebrates or vertebrata. Look at this classification chart of phylum Chordates. The division is in the Protochordata, means they are acraniata. Acraniata means the cranium or brain box is nowhere. So Amphioxus and Balanoglossus acidines are the example of this Protochordates, and the vertebrates subphylums having the Agnatha and Gynasthostomata. In the Agnatha subphylum, only one class is there, that is Cyclostomata, means mouth is just like a circular mouth is there, a suctorial mouth is there, responsible to suck the feeding from any host. So it is the example of this Cyclostomata is the lamprey, and Gynasthostomata having the superclass, two superclass. One is the Pisces. In the superclass Pisces, all the fishes are here, and in the superclass Tetrapoda means 4 pairs animals. So Pisces have two classes. One is the Chondrothites, means the skeleton is made up of this is the collagen, or the skeleton is not made up of the bone. So osteocytes is made up of the bone, and chondrocytes made up of the cartilage. And in the cartilage there all shark is there, and all the catfish are coming under the osteocytes. In the tetrapodas there are 4 groups. One class is the amphibia, living both the lives, dual life animals, frog, toad, salamanders, all these. Second is the creeping animal, that is the creeping animals, reptilia or reptiles, the garden lizard, all the lizards, snakes, alligators. In the third group it is apes. Third class is the apes or birds or sparrow, pigeons, etc. And fourth class is the class Mammalia or class mammals, rat, rabbit, bat, human being, whale, etc. So this is the outlook of the classification of the phylum Chordates. Now what is the difference between the Protochordata and the vertebrata, as they are the division? So what is the basic difference between the Protochordates and the vertebrates? In the protochords, all have notochord, but it does not form the vertebral column. Means no vertebra, no vertebral columns on the back side is there. Although the notochord is there, but no column is there of the bony orbits. But in case of the vertebrata, you may find the notochord along with inside the vertebral column. And all are marines, but they are not all marines, on the water and the land also. Urochordates, ecraniates, means cranium, brain box is not over there, and the brain or brain box inside the brain box in case of the vertebrates. The notochord present in the tail of this larva, and here the kidneys is for the excretion and osmoregulation. Example acidias, the sulfa, dolium. In the cephalochordata, they are the acrania, and a notochord present from the tail to head to tail region throughout the life. Examples are the branchioscoma or Amphioxus, also hagfish. But here you may find that this is the having a very advanced phenomena or advanced characteristics in case of the vertebrata. This is the Amphioxus, the picture of the Amphioxus. Now come to the phylum vertebrates. A very important phylum vertebrates, because it have vertebral column, so its name is vertebrata or vertebrates. Notochord present in the embryonic stage, and it is replaced by the vertebral column in adults. Notochord is present at the embryonic stage, but after the formation of the whole body, the vertebral column is replaced. And closed type of circulatory system is there. So heart having sometimes 2 chamber, 3 chambers, or 4 chamber. In the fishes it is 2 chamber, 1 auricle, 1 ventricle. In the amphibians it is 3 chambers, 2 auricles, 1 ventricles. And in the birds, few reptiles, and in the human beings, means in the mammals it have the 4 chamber, 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. So kidney is here for the purpose of excretion. The paired lateral appendices is there. Paired means tetrapodas, means two upper side, two lower side. It forms the fins sometimes in the case of the Pisces, and in form of the limbs, upper limbs and lower limbs, forelimb and hind limb. It has two divisions. That two divisions are known as the agnatha and gynatostomata. So vertebrata, the division agnatha and gynatostomata. Agnatha have only one class. That class name is the cyclostomata, and the example is the petromyzon. And in the division gynatostomata, the superclass Pisces and superclass Tetrapoda. Superclass Pisces have two classes, that is the chondrocytes and the osteocytes, on the basis of the skeleton, and superclass having the tetrapodas. And the superclass Tetrapodas, you will get a full class, that is the class Amphibia, class reptiles, apes and mammals. So the vertebrates are in the division of the 5 types. Pisces is separate here, and amphibians, reptiles, apes and mammals. You can see in this picture vertebrates. Now come to the class Cyclostomata. In the class Cyclostomata, what are the main characteristics? That is the circular suctorial mouth. Mouth is the suctorial, it can suck, and it is the circular. Ectoparasites means on the other fishes, 6 to 5 pairs gills without any operculum, without any openings. The body lacks the scales, no scales is there. And paired fins, the vertebral columns are cartilaginous in nature, made up of cartilage, and closed type of circulation is there. In the class Cyclostomata, these animals are marine but move to the fresh water for spawning. For spawning means for the purpose of the reproduction. Within a few days after spawning, while a few days after spawning they die, and the amniocyte larva, that is the metamorphose into the adult and return to the sea. So development by the larva, and example is the myxin and petromyzon. You can see a picture of the petromyzon, lamprey or petromyzon. A suctorial mouth is there, and in the another picture it is found on the surface of the, with the help of the this suctorial mouth, it is going to be suck the blood of this another fish. Now in the Pisces we have know that there is two class, that is a chondrocytes. The skeleton is made up of cartilage, and the osteocytes, the skeleton is made up of bone. The chondrocytes are the marine fishes, and as well as the osteocytes, that is the freshwater and marine both. The skeleton is made up of, endoskeleton is made up of cartilage, and endoskeleton is made up of the bone. 7 pair of gill slits cover the operculum, and here the 5 pairs of gill without any covering. No swim bladder is there, so it have to continuous swimming, do the continuous swimming. Swimming bladder is present in the osteocytes. Mouth is found on the ventral surface, and here in the case of this osteocytes, the mouth are at the terminal end. Mostly they are viviparous, means they give born to the babies, and fertilization is internal, and mostly they are known as the oviparous, means egg laying, and fertilization is the external. Some like a ray fish have electric organs also. So sting is found in the stingray fish. No such electric organ is present in this osteocytes. You can see here the chondrocytes, torpedo electric organ is there, white shark. You can find here the mouth is on the ventral surface, not in the terminal surface. Marlin, stingray, scoliodon. Scoliodon is the Indian shark, and white shark is also here. These are the bony fishes, You can see the mouth is present in the terminal area. Operculum is also there. Bonifaces, osteocytes. Next class is the amphibians. Means in the tetrapodas, the first class is the amphibians. Amphibians is living two phases in their life cycle, adult and the larva. Larva is aquatic and adult is terrestrial. So both the life is there. Means they are living in the water also as well as on the land also. So it is known as the amphibians. It requires water for the purpose of breeding and fertilization. It's totally external development of these larvae in the water, and it have two pairs of limbs also, forelimbs and hind limb, upper limb and lower limbs, and body divided into the part that is head and trunk. No neck is present. No neck is present in the amphibians. And one main characteristics of these amphibians are the moist skin, that without any scales. No scaling is there. The skin is the totally moist. One tympanum membrane replaces the ear. No external ear is there, but membrane is there for the hearing purpose. Alimentary canal, urinary bladder or urinary products and reproductive tract open into a common chamber. Only one chamber is there, from where that is known as the cloaca, which opens to the exterior parts. So alimentary canal, urinary bladder and reproductive tracts all opens through a common chamber. It is the unique characteristics of the amphibians. Heart is the three chambers, two auricles and one ventricles. Earlier in the case of the fishes, only two chamber, one auricle, one ventricle. They are cold-blooded. Cold-blooded means their body temperature is changes due to the atmospheric temperature by the action of the atmosphere. So double occipital, condyle and 10 pairs of cranial nerves is there. The basic characteristics of these amphibians have the 10 pair of cranial nerves. That nerves generated from the cranium or the brain is the 10 pair. Respiration in tapods like gills, respiration in the tadpoles, it is with the help of the gills, not tapods, it is a tadpole. Gills. Adult with the help of the lungs and sometimes the skin during the hibernations or estivation. That breathe through the gills. Adult stage 2. The sexes are separate, means male and female are separated. And example of these amphibians are the toad, frog, salamanders, limbless amphibians. So many amphibians are here. You can see this picture of the salamander and the Rana tigrina, common Indian frog, Rana tigrina, and the salamander is also here. These are all amphibians. So many amphibians are here. The toad, the tree frog, Dracophorus, salamanders, Ethiophysis, toad, hyla. Hyla is found on the tree. Next class is the reptilians or reptiles. Reptiles are also known as the toying animals. The body is covered by the dry, that is a very confined skin that contains epidermal scales. These scales are known as the scute. Scute is known, a very hard skin. Post and tail present is there. No external ear openings. Two pair of limbs with 5 digits. They are all cold-blooded, and they have 3 chambers heart, except in crocodile. And carnivorous means they are not eating the grasses and vegetables, means they can eat the other animals. So they are carnivores. Snakes and lizards shed their scales as a skin cast also. This is the picture of the reptiles. So many reptiles are here. It is present on the earth from the Jurassic period. This is also a very beautiful reptile, a very costly reptiles. Tortoise, alligators also here. This is also a reptile present on the, mostly found on the land, in water also. And next class is the aves or the birds. All the birds are coming under this. So birds have the streamlined body, a very lined body, because it have to fly. The body has head, trunk, and a pair of limbs also. Upper limbs are converted into the wings, and body covered with the feathers. Forelimb convert into the feathers. The bone are totally hollow, no cavity is there. Very hollow cavity is there, no solid is there. Warm blooded now. Their body temperature are constant. They will not change according to the atmospheric temperature. So warm blooded. Next is the 4-chamber heart, 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. No teeth in the beak. No teeth is present. Teeth were present in the reptiles, but here no teeth is present in the beak. And alimentary canal has crop and gizzard also, because no teeth is there, so it have to grind their food. And very sharp eyesight. Oil glands at the base of the tail. They are oviparous, means egg-laying, like cow, parrot, and so many. All the birds are coming under this waves. These are the birds coming under the class aves. Now the last class, that is the very advanced class, Mammalia. Mammalia names is due to the presence of the mammary glands, because they used to nourish their young one, found in a variety of habitats. A lot of habitats, natural homes are there. Everywhere you can find the mammals. Mammals is milk producing, mammary glands is there. So milk is produced for the nourishment of their babies. They are viviparous mostly. And skin has hair. External ear is also there. It is known as the pinna, the external ear. The teeth are present, 4-chamber heart, 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. And the diaphragms that divide the body cavity in the upper portion, that is known as the chest, and lower portion, lower chest, upper chest and lower chest. Example of these animals are whale, that is the Buranapetero, and then monkey, macaw, and equus, that is known as the horse. This is the rabbit and the cow. It is also a mammal. Flying mammal is known as the bat. Kangaroo is the marsupials. It have mammary glands and a pouch-like structure in the stomach area. And one mammal, that is egg-laying mammal, it is known as the platypus. So egg-laying mammals is also here. Flying mammals is also here. And marsupials are known as the kangaroos. One puma, you can see the dolphin, the killer whale, and the tiger. They are all mammals. Now, this is the end of this chapter, Animal Kingdom. So, thank you class. Have a nice day.